Hey guys, this is Kyle. I am back with another Vita video for you here today. Tokyo Game Show has come and gone, and this video has nothing to do with that. But I hope you enjoyed it. Lots of news. Check out my Twitter feed for some of it anyway. But yeah, some good stuff there. Anyway, let's get into the video here. This is Picotto Knights, which just came out on the 20th. This is a free-to-play game, which means the game itself is also free to download on the PlayStation Network here in Japan. This game is brought out by Team Gadget, who are a part of Gung Ho and Game Arts, essentially a part of Game Arts, who are working with Gung Ho to make the game. And they are the same people who put out games like Dokuro and Ragnarok Odyssey. So yeah, this just came out in Japan. Obviously nothing's been announced yet for America. However, all of the Game Arts games for Vita so far have or will come out in America. So hopefully there's a chance that this one will come out over there, because it's actually quite fun. What this is again, it's a free-to-play, online-only game. It's kind of like Castle Crashers, if you ever played Castle Crashers. But it's a side-scrolling brawler, essentially, with a lot of customization built in. It's kind of cutesy, too. So you'll see what I mean here. So obviously, as the game's online, log me into the network here. And the cool thing with this is, like I said, it's free to play, so what that does mean is there are things that you can purchase. However, right now they've got different things going on. So right now you can see as I log in, I receive items. So I receive a resurrection stone here, as well as a key, which are really cool, because otherwise you can't get them without buying them. So cool. So you get stuff as you log in every day here. One of the trophies for the game, a silver trophy, even involves logging in 30 days in a row. So it kind of is designed as a game where it is addictive, and you can play it for a long time in one period of time, but it's very simple to just log in for a little bit of time every day and just try it out. So you'll see this is my guy here. They call him Kokoroids, and that's not necessarily what my character has to look like, but I'm level 8. I'll show you what I mean there. It's my Kokoroid there. So the first thing you'll notice with the game is that there are tons of customization options for your character. So just hit customize here. I can completely change which Kokoroid I'm using without changing essentially my character's stats or anything like that. So as you pick here, you can see there's multiple colors for each of these. Again, what they call Kokoroids in the game. And you collect more and more of these as you go on. So there are a lot, there are rare ones, like I saw a ninja. And apparently that's more of a rare one, but there's different ones in here, so you can change at any time what your guy looks like. If I want the white knight here, you can pick the white knight. And obviously my weapons here are actually what I have equipped, my weapon and shield there. But anyway, that's your Kokoroid, and again, you unlock these as time goes on. Have my little icon dude above my head, I'll show you that in a sec. Here you customize your weapon. There are a bunch of different weapon types here. So you'll see everything from swords, chakrams, crossbows, hammers, spears, claws, rods, axes, and then of course your shield. And if you go into each one of these, for example sword, these are all the swords that I have so far that I've picked up. And obviously if I equip one of these, it changes what it looks like on my character here. So there that is there, which is really neat. Each one of the weapons itself also has its own skill tree that you level up as you go to, which is very cool. Same thing for shield in that same category. I've only got a couple of shields so far, but you can see there's kind of a basic shield and a slightly better shield that I've got now. And obviously that changes on my character as well. The decoration here above your head, you can see I have Kuro the cat, and they're both available here, Toro and Kuro, as part of a campaign. So I got both of them. But yeah, you can also unlock different things here. It's got a novice marker, which is what you start with. Cards, art, and different things that you can put above your head there. They don't affect stats or anything like that. They're just for customization. In here you've got accessories. So you have 3 accessory slots in here. 1, 2, 3. A ring, a necklace, and kind of a charm there. And equipping those does different things, like for example strength +2 on my necklace here, or helping my fire resistance here on my ring itself. So you collect accessories and equip them there. So in here you've got your skill slots, which you have 8 of. So where you equip your passive as well as active skills. So I have 2 strength passive skills, so they're each strength +4. So by setting those in there, I'm getting strength +8. Up here I've got HP +27. Over here I've got only one active skill right now, but yeah, it's Blade Slash. So that's one of my sword skills, and by holding R and pressing square, I can use the skill. Finally, we got skill tree here. This is again the tree for my sword itself. So as you level up and you get these SP that come from leveling up, you can level up these trees. But again, this is on the weapon itself, so you might want to be a bit cautious. If you pour all of your SP into a crappy weapon, even if you unlock some of the higher tier stuff, then you find a much better weapon, you won't have SP left over to use on that better weapon. So I'm kind of being a little more conservative, but the things you can get in here are things like strength plus passive skills. This is where I got that Blade Slash. There's Blade Mastery over here too, which would increase my blade attack by 9, as well as trees all the way up. And these get pretty insane by the end. Attack plus 65, stuff like that. So that's something to look forward to as I go up. In here you can see what titles you've unlocked. There's nothing too big about the titles. These are becoming more and more popular in games recently, but by doing different things you unlock titles, and this title will display to other people. So some of these titles are probably really hard to get. I don't have any really rare ones yet, but if you want to show other people, hey, look what I've done, you equip that title, then they'll know. So for example, I've got this one, it's called Rich. The title's Rich because I have over 10,000 gold. Anyway, here's your item menu, and here's your strength menu. Every time you level up, you have the chance to increase one of 4 stats. So you see I have 2 PP now. Strength increases your attack, physical attack. Con is your physical defense. Int is your magic attack. And Men is your magic defense. I'm kind of going for a physical build, so why don't we put some into that. You'll see I am level 8, so I'm still pretty noobish, but I have been kind of playing this here and there in pockets because it's so easy to do so. Anyway, now that I've kind of showed you the customization aspects of the game, show you what the game's all about. So down here you have different things here. You can actually check out different weapons and stuff that are in the game. So you try and, the object is obviously to try and collect them. So you'll see how many weapons here. If I just scroll infinitely, you'll see how many kind of crazy and cool looking, these are just the swords that I don't have yet. So anyway, this is basically the encyclopedia of shields. So there's just a ton of stuff in here that I do not have yet. So it's cool that you can see that. Same for the decorations and same for the Kokoroids. This is for announcements and this is for rankings. There are rankings on here, as you'll see here. So this is like how many times other people use your character. This is for tournaments, and I guess that hasn't posted yet. And here, this is for how much EXP has been accumulated over the course of the day, but it hasn't been tabulated yet for today. So anyway, alright. Again, I did say before, but this is a free-to-play game, which means there is money that you can spend to buy crystals. From what I've read, however, although it is rare, there is still a chance to basically get every item in the game without spending any real money, which is cool. So here are all the levels that I've unlocked so far. So we'll head here to this new one here. If you look at this screen here, it shows you basically your objective. So I basically have to get to a certain point within 5 minutes to the goal port, basically. There you go. And I fail if I die. So from here you have the chance to use items. So again, when I logged in today, I was presented with a stamina drink. I'll go ahead and use that now. What that does is it increases your stamina, which I'll show you what that is in a sec. This is for matchmaking, so this just puts me with people near my level. This puts me near people with any level. I think that this one, this is for people I've played with recently, and this is to invite friends. So I'll just do quick matchmaking with people my level. You'll see Patty has now popped in. And then if nobody else pops in within that time, it invites other people's ghosts. And even though it's just their ghost, it's not a real human playing, they can receive items because you use their ghosts. And other people are actually using my ghost as well. So there we go, I got 1 real player and 2 ghosts. Love this loading screen here. I didn't get to show you stamina, but I'll show you that after. So anyway, you'll see it's a side-scrolling game. I can do weak attack, strong attack. I can block. and I can use my skill that I told you about, which is that right there. Obviously it's a little bit hectic with all the stuff on the screen, but it's quite fun. And then the enemies drop HP up, skill up, as well as chests. Chests are the big thing that you want, because that's where the items come from. Like that. Alright, I've got a bunch of chests so far, doing pretty well. And there's a big chest right there. I don't know how well you could see that. But to open the big chest, you need the keys, which you use real money to buy. However, like I said, you get one of those keys every day for logging in normally. So I did receive one when I logged in today, so I'll be able to open it. If you don't have the key to open it, however, the chest just disappears forever. Another cool thing about the music is that, or another cool thing about the game is that the music's actually really great. It's really nice, really adds to the kind of atmosphere and tempo of the game, so that's very cool. So you'll see at the top there's a clock there. I've got 3 minutes left. Shouldn't be too bad. Ah, crap. There you go, that's the goal there. So you'll see here we've cleared it. You can send a message to each of the people you played with. Obviously the real person's name is in green. These two are white, it means it's their ghost. You can still send them a message if you want, and they'll get it. It just defaults to thank you very much. So thank you very much. Here's the items. So I got one big chest, 5 small chests, 1,050 gold, clear time. EXP got 1,350. Here's my total EXP now and how much to the next level. So obviously that won't level me up, but it's a good chunk of EXP. Speaking of the stamina thing, that's these exclamation points down here. So if I have full exclamation points down here, I actually get 200% experience. And every time you do a mission, it drops one of these exclamation points, dropping 10% every time, until I have no exclamation points left, in which case I can still take 100% experience. So this is another thing for the people who want to spend real money. You can basically stay capped at 200%, getting double EXP the whole time. For someone like me, who at this juncture has not spent any money, it'll knock one of these exclamation marks off, and next mission I'll get 190% instead of 200. And the stamina drink is something I received at the beginning of the day again. So, alright, so I got a Picotto shot, crossbow. Alright, different gems. And these are used to, you can combine and strengthen weapons. Haven't messed with it much yet, but there you go. Got a spear in that one, just a normal spear though. And I'll go ahead and use that key that I got to open this. We'll see what's inside here. It looks like I got a chakram, so it's an ice disc. We'll go ahead and check that out. I'll equip that. We'll use it for my next mission here. So there you go. You'll see the exclamation just fell off. So my next mission I'll get right here, as you can see, 190% EXP, which still is obviously not too bad. So let's go ahead and equip that new ice disc that I just got. I've never used a chakram before. We'll see what it's all about. This is it right here. So it's pretty strong actually. And pretty huge, pretty awesome. I'll go ahead and change my Kokoroid just so you can check out some of the other ones. Go this crazy, dude. And again, you unlock more and more of these as time goes, so. Alright, so here's the skill tree. Like I said, it changes per weapon. I'll go ahead and just use a little bit of points to learn an active skill for this weapon, just so I have something to use. And then we'll go in here and set it in my skill slot. And then we'll put it on R and square, because square is the normal weak attack. And my other passive skills here that aren't related to my weapon itself, make sure we reset those. And I'll head out on one more mission. Just pick another new one here that I haven't done yet. And there are a ton, obviously. You see the list here. Each one of these has a bunch inside as well. So I've actually done a bunch of missions, but most of them have still been 1 stars, so no big deal there. But yeah, it's cool that there are a lot. So the goal of the mission is to just eliminate every enemy. Can probably manage that. Again, we'll just do some quick matchmaking, and you'll see it's great how quick this works. Again, if it can't find anybody to work with you, you just pick up ghosts. But if you do get people hopping in that are doing the same mission, it just throws them in. So anyway, I'll receive 3 ghosts here to work with. Guess nobody else is doing this one. Again, the awesome loading screen. And off we go. So again, my first time using a chakram, we'll check it out. But I'm assuming it has some range to it. Yeah, a bit of range, pretty cool. So there you go, that's that skill, the active skill. Throws it across the screen. And since this is the ice chakram, I didn't double check, I should have in the menu. I'm assuming it can probably freeze enemies because this sword I have that has a electric element to it can actually paralyze enemies. So you see there's obstacles here, you can destroy them to receive items and stuff. So the enemies on this level are guarding a lot more than the ones in earlier levels do. So that progression of some difficulty coming. You'll see I did freeze this guy there, which helped a lot. Wasn't able to do anything before we killed him. Sometimes you'll actually fight a real boss. I've fought some dragons and stuff so far, but that guy was just a little weak sub-boss. You'll see he died pretty quickly. Again, the messages. And there you go, only got 1 small chest that time, no big chests, 826 EXP. So we'll work our way toward level 9. See what was in the chest here. And another stone. And that's it. Anyway, that's the game. And so it knocks another stamina marker off me there. So again, as you log in every day, you can get an item to increase your stamina back up. And then it falls down as you play. So if you're someone who doesn't want to spend any money at all on the game, that's no problem. You can do that. Another cool thing, if you look over here, these are all the people I've played with or that have used my ghost. So you'll see the messages that they sent me here. If it was just a normal thank you, it doesn't show anything, but some of these show other things. You helped me out a lot. Good job. You have nice sense talking about maybe my weapon selection as well as my Kokoroid. So it's pretty funny. You get messages from other people. So that's the social aspect of the game there as well, which is pretty neat. So there you have it. Head back out to the title screen though. That is Picotto Knights. Again, just came out last Thursday here in Japan. Nothing yet on an overseas release, but hopefully it happens. It would be kind of silly for it not to. So I'm assuming at one point or another, you guys will have a chance to play this. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back, this week with more. A lot of stuff coming out this week. So we'll see you later with some East and with some DJ Max. See you guys.